Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Gemma and I'm losing weight following the Slimming World plan. So I thought I would follow the recipe today for the Slimming World Mississippi mud pie. This is in one of the older books in Best Loved Extra Easy Recipes. Obviously things have changed since this book came out. Since then your Muller yogurts are sinned. Once in each, they were free then. Your Canderel were free, whereas now you have to sin half a sin per tablespoon. So I've just worked it out, and I'm gonna divide it by 8, and it's going to work out at 7.5 sins. And I can remember because I made this a few times actually when I first started Slimming World, which was years ago now. And I think it worked out about six sins. Obviously, if you're using your healthy extra A for your milk, it'll be about half a sin less, something like that. But I won't even bother for that. So the ingredients you're going to need is, it does say 3 vanilla Muller yogurts, but I've got 2 vanilla and a smooth toffee. You need 250 grams of quark. You need 10 light digestives. You need low fat spread, but I've only got this one, so I'll be using that. Obviously, if you work out your sins, if you get like Floralite or something like that, it might work out slightly less. Skimmed milk. You will need 10 leaf gelatin. These are sin-free. This pack only comes in 8, and I weren't buying 2 packs just to make this, so I'm hoping it sets with 8. I've got some cocoa powder, which I've just worked out the sins, and it's shocking. So I don't know whether it's going to ruin taste if I kind of use less, as it says to use 4 level tablespoons, which a level tablespoon is 2.5 sins. Yeah, so it'd be like 10 sins. So I don't know. I'll have a think about that. 4, is it 4? Let me just check the recipe. Yeah, 4 tablespoons of sweetness, that'll be 2 sins. 2 teaspoons of coffee granules. I've just got the Aldi ones. And I think that's everything. So you will need a sprung base baking tray. I don't know if that's the right size, but we'll give it a try. I think this is what I did it in back in the day. And then I've got some baking paper just to line it with. So I'll show you as I go. So I'll show you as I obviously put the ingredients in. So you need 10 of these biscuits first. It says to put them in a bag and smash them. But I haven't got a bag, so I'm going to put them in my little blender, so I'll have to do it a few at a time. So I'll show you once I've prepped everything. The tray lined, I've just used parchment paper and just give it a spray with Frylight just to stick it. And that is the 10 biscuits that have just been chopped up. 60 grams of margarine. So it says to melt on a low heat, and then pour it into my breadcrumbs into my biscuit base, and then just stir. So here we go, let's start this. So I've just mixed it all together, just the margarine, melted margarine and the biscuits, and then it says to add to the baking tray and press down firmly. So I'm going to do that, and then I think we're popping it in the oven. So I've had to preheat the oven on 190 degrees. So that should be warm now. So I'll show you when it's in the tray. So it's all pressed down, so I'm going to add it to the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. thick. Put it on the bottom. While the biscuit base is in the oven, I've just added the gelatine to some cold water. Just made sure they're submerged. And it says to leave for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to prep the rest of it while that's in the oven and these are in the cold water. The next step was to add 200 mils of the skimmed milk and then the cocoa and the coffee. So it's got 2 teaspoons of coffee in there, and I've decided just to have 2 tablespoons of the cocoa. So this will make it what I said before, 7.5 sins. If you obviously use 4, it's going to up it. I think it'll make it, I'm not sure. I'll work it out and let you know at the end if you did it as per mixture. And obviously if you use lower sins cocoa, but to be honest, like your options are only a tablespoon and they're 2 or 2.5. So I think that's really your choice whether you put it all in or not, but I'm going to try it without and see if it still tastes nice. So I'm just going to pop this in the microwave for 2 minutes. In the microwave, and I'm just going to squeeze out the water from the gelatine sheets, and then what you have to do is add it to the jug of milk and keep whisking until it's all dissolved. So I'll show you when it's dissolved. Added the gelatine sheets to the warm milk and they just dissolved straight away, so it's not too much whisking at all. I've not even used a whisk, I've just used a fork, so that was easy enough. So now you leave that to cool and you prep your cold mixture. So I'm just going to get another bowl. The quark. Alarm's just gone off on the oven. It's been in 30 minutes. I'm just going to leave that to cool a little bit while I carry on mixing. So I've just added 2 yogurts so far and the quark. I'm just going to add the last yogurt and then the cannelle. So that's everything in there. So it's got the 4 tablespoons of cannelle in now. So I'm just going to give it a stir. And then I need to add the cooled milk mixture. So I'm just waiting for that to cool. So I'll come back to you once it is. So I'm hoping that this has cooled down enough to add. I just put it in a bowl of water, you know, just sat it in to cool down. But it seems all right. So I'm going to add it now, give it a stir through, and then I'm going to pour it into this tray, and then you just pop it in the fridge and let it set for about 4 hours. I can't remember if it said to grate the chocolate on first or after. Let me just check. So I've just checked and no, so after it's been in the fridge for 4 hours or until it's set, then you just release it from this because it's got a sprung bottom. It should just push out and then pop it on a plate and then you grate it on then. So I'd sinned for the chocolate on the top. It says just 5 grams, but I've sinned a Freddo. So I'll grate a full Freddo on top, which were 5 sins. Obviously, if you're not using that much or you're not using chocolate on top, then just obviously take it off, take your sins off. So let me just mix this and then I will show you. So we're all set, it's all mixed, absolutely loads of mixture. So I'm just going to pour that in. And hope it don't leak out bottom. There we are. So I'm going to pop that in the fridge for 4 hours and then I will show you when I pull it out of the tray. The cheesecake looks to be set. So I'm going to try and get it out onto the plate. And I've decided I'm not going to grate a Freddo on. So what I'm going to do is I've got a flake, a 2 sin flake. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on because it'll save me 3 sins. It is done. So altogether it is 57 sins. If you divide that by 8, it'll make it 7 sins per slice. So I'm just going to divide it into 8 and then I'll show you what it looks like. Thank you very much for watching. Just let me know if you have made this yourself and what you thought, or if you follow the recipe that I've just followed, just let me know how we got on and whether you liked it. I mean, it's not going to taste like full fat cheesecake, but it's something sweet and you get quite a lot of it for your 7 sins. So thank you for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to, and if you do like the video, please give it a like. Thank you for watching. Bye.